Hello guys, here we are again with the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car. Yeah, let's just jump right into it, shall we? After just having driven the V8 Supercar, this really shouldn't be too hard. Right off the bat, this car suffers a little bit from understeer. You're able to tweak it out with some changes in the setup, which actually is not that hard to do. This car is really fun to drive. It's a very enjoyable GT car. Drives in its own class and in a mixed class as well. I don't know which series it's on anymore. I want to say IMSA, but I'm not sure. But the Porsche has quite a few people competing in it, mainly in its own series, and rightly so, because this car is a special one. It's really weird how easy it is to get used to this car. There's only one thing you have to watch out for, and that's what I was doing there. The brakes locking up. This car does not have any aids, so if you go on the brakes a bit too hard, you'll end up locking up, and it does want to loop you round, especially if you take someone else's setup. Be careful, because the brakes on custom-made setups are far more back than what they are on the baseline usually. Baseline is fairly neutral on this car. A bit too much forward in my opinion, but we're not to talk about setups right now. So a bit understeery. That has to do with the setup. Apart from that, the car feels, again, very similar to what you would expect. Maybe you'd expect the brakes to be a bit better, but then again, that also has to do with the setup in this case, because they're too far forward, which gives you less braking. You can really slide this car nicely. It's fairly easy to drift this thing. But of course, if you want to be quick, you want to keep the drifting to a minimum. I'm gonna be completely honest and say I haven't done a race in this car yet. There's quite a few cars on my car list that I haven't really raced in, and that's not because they're bad cars or because of low participation in the series. It's just that I haven't had the time to really race them. If I do get fair amount of time in the future. I think this is one of the cars that's on my list to race. It's almost mandatory, I would say. First one were 2 fast laps with a very understeery front end in turn 1. Come on, car, bite. So yeah, as you can see, the back end does like to step out. That was too late. Nope, just about good. Ah. Got lucky with my braking there. You can hear me locking up every now and then. Locking up isn't good, but give me some kind of margin because of it only being 5 laps in a car that I haven't really driven. Balance on this car is really good, by the way. What else haven't I mentioned? I believe you can get some fairly good wheel-to-wheel racing with the guys that do races regularly. And if I haven't mentioned it, participation in the series that it drives in is fairly good, so you should be able to get races throughout most of the week. Don't know if this is the first or the second fast lap. Oh, hope I haven't broken off my front wheel. Seems like it's still okay. Just put a wheel on the grass there. Just trying to get a wide entry to that chicane, so I could really fly through it, but I messed up. This car can also take a beating, as you can see. That wasn't a very light hit into the wall. Last lap, come on. Definitely possible to go faster than I'm doing right now, but I'm trying not to have too many of these moments. That's just me not knowing the brakes. And if you then lock up a brake a bit too much in a wrong place, it'll drag you off the track. I don't know. Do we give this car another lap? I think I've clocked a decent one, a 35.9. I think that's a good representation of the speed. So we'll keep it at that. Unless if this turn 1 is absolutely brilliant. It is not, but let's keep on going. If I screw up halfway the lap, we'll end it on half a lap. If not, he'll get one more. Let's see if we can beat ourselves. We might be giving it a small improvement. There we go, a 35.224, that will do. I'm glad I gave it that one more lap because I felt bad after smashing it into the wall. But yeah, verdict on the car, it's a I wouldn't say must buy, but a recommended buy, because it's just, it feels really nice and it's fun to drive, and I think you will learn a few things here and there about throttle and brake control while driving this car, so I'd recommend buying it. That is it for today, and I'll wish you guys a good night, good day, whatever, wherever you're watching and what time you're watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.